Thank you. It's interesting to hear about the Black Male Success Initiative that THEC has. It's because it was my idea. I got the idea for the Black Male Success Initiative, Dr. Wynn, because I was sitting in this room looking at the data that you spouted out. And I brought the idea to the initiative to leadership here, but it was not well received. So I took the Black Male Success Initiative idea to THEC, whom you will hear from later on. There's a lot of spin that happens on MTSU's campus, a lot of spin. Keep your eyes on the data. Nobody said we don't have an open door policy. Nobody said that. Keep your eyes on the data. This is a difficult day. This is a difficult day for me because I came here with nothing, with the hopes and the dreams of my parents and my ancestors, and somehow made something out of myself based on what I learned at this university. And then I get a call from a governor and Dr. Mcphee asking me, would I come and serve on this board, which would be one of the honors of a lifetime, which I thought would be one of the honors of a lifetime. It's great to see the Black alumni in this room. The Sings, whose father I admire and respect. Brother Yoakley, Brother Charles Williams, people that I look up to all of these years. Serving this board as the only African American is difficult. The last year has not been fun. I realized that some of you don't care about people of color or poor white people. I'm not saying that you're racist, but I'm saying that you don't mind turning a blind eye to the racism that exists on this campus and the evidence that's in the data. The evidence is in the data. The Geyer decision said there was racism here. And every now and then I get an email from board members suggesting that maybe it ain't racism. I have never been on a board. I have never been on a board where I have received so many microaggressions from not being recognized to speak to being told, I've heard enough from you. Think about that. To administrators rolling their eyes when I speak. Trustee DeLay, Trustee Wright, and Trustee Smith, the way you have treated me has been despicable. It has been despicable. And the overall actions of this board has not been true blue. Has not been true blue. Chairman Smith, you've tried to use parliamentary procedures to silence me when I have been speaking up for African Americans and people of color. You don't have any diversity in your committee chairs. We even elected a person to a leadership position that missed about 2 years worth of meetings. Now, many of you have known me for many years and know me from starting with nothing and know me for being a straight shooter. My expertise is in adding value and creating millions of dollars of wealth, like my good friend here. I didn't join this board. I promise you, I didn't join this board to address the diversity issues because I don't have any expertise in that. I serve on several corporate boards, and I don't have to say anything, Mr. Burns, about diversity. I serve on the board of the Blue Cross Blue Shield. 0% of my time is talked about diversity because they actually have a program in place that hires diverse candidates, promotes diverse candidates. I don't have to talk about diversity. Diversity is not my expertise. I'm an expert at building value, making millions. That's what I'm an expert at. But you all have changed, you have turned me to try to figure out a diversity problem here at MTSU. What I do have an eye for is reading data and being able to see the way race plays into it. And unfortunately, Tom, being the only African American on this board, unfortunately, Rick, being the only African American on this board, I have to address it. It's not something that I want to do. But my dad couldn't vote when he came home from the Army. Some board somewhere made it possible, spoke up. My mom couldn't vote. Somebody somewhere spoke up. I can't be silent. I can't be silent and not address it. So what does this have to do with the Freeman Fellows that I'm going to start here at MTSU? The subtle racism, the microaggressions, and all the things that come with them are not limited to this boardroom, as you've heard. It's impacting people of color, poor white people, across this campus. So I've decided to pay for 50 students to go through the Scholars Academy to improve their chances of graduating. Just so that you know, the graduation gap between whites and blacks at this university continues to be wide. Sending 50 people through this program will double the number of people from last summer. And I'm fortunate to be on the board of Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, and they're going to match some of the funds from the Freeman Foundation. The total cost of the program would be about $100,000. And I would meet with these students on a regular basis, providing internships for some at the various companies I'm invested in. The goal for them is to feel attached, Brother Yoakley, to feel attached, Brother Dunn, to this university, to feel that they belong. The goal for this program is to have a 100% graduation rate. We're not looking for some awards. We're not looking to get an award from Newsweek or to be the best at this or better than them. We're looking for solid, sound results, no awards needed. Another program that I'm implementing is a program for MTSU students where my foundation is going to partner with organizations across Murfreesboro to mentor African American and poor white students. I say all that to say, I ain't just talking about it. You can hush me up on this board all you want. You can make it difficult for me to speak. all you want. You can determine I can't be on the agenda all you want, but I got my wallet, and I'll let it do the speaking. All of this is in addition to the 30 Pulsar scholarships, Mr. Bells, that my foundation has provided, and the use of my plane to fly supplies to countries through the Blue Rate of Relief, that included flying our president, this board, to events at no cost to the university. My goal, Mr. Bells, is to be one of the largest donors at this university. That's my goal. Racism is present in this boardroom and on this campus. The black alumni in this room know it. They felt it when they were here. I felt it 30 years ago when I was a student. Today, I feel it as a businessman and as a trustee. I hope this board will recognize this is a problem and embrace the opportunity to address it. I'm going to use my name, my reputation, and my resources to fight it and to expose it. Spinning stuff is not going to work. We could be a leader in it. The Black Male Success Initiative idea that I had, that I took to THEC, my initial dream for that was to reside here at MTSU, and we could be the thought leader. But unfortunately, I had to take the idea to somewhere, to someone who welcomed it. And you're going to hear from her later. You're going to hear from her later. Dr. Mcphee, I hope that you quit downplaying and being a smokescreen for the racism that's here. Stop with the window dressing, the small programs, talking about the programs that you've had that have not had much effect. Stop with this meaningless awards and the empty platitudes. This school, MTSU, used to be the largest in the state. We're the same size today as we were about 20 years ago. We're the same size today as we were about 20 years ago. Dion Allen, in closing, this board owes me nothing. But we owe every student on this campus. We don't owe them spin. We don't owe them some national award that's for this board or for this administration. We owe them a fair shot at graduating. A fair shot. Dr. Mcphee, in 2016, a group of students asked you to formally and personally apologize to black students of MTSU for your lack of concern and awareness. This is not me saying this. This is what the students said. I'll repeat. To formally and personally apologize to black students for your lack of concern and awareness for the ongoing issues facing black students. I hope that you get around to doing it. That would be a great start. Thank you very much.